Hello and welcome back to the Slarchive. I am Slivethelad. Welcome to 20 Minutes Till Dawn. This is going to be the first episode. Basically, if you don't know, I plan on making a bunch of videos of 100%ing a bunch of games, and I would like to have some proof of that. At some point, maybe I might stream that proof, but for now, I just want to have it somewhere on the internet. And so this is my first game. This is my first run in 20 Minutes Till Dawn. Now, I have played this game before, and I had to find a way to reset the save. This was a game that I was playing in my off time a lot, and I was just thinking, man, this would be really cool to 100%. It's also pretty easy. It'd be a great start to the 100% stuff, and eventually I pivoted into making the Starvaders my main game, and that's what I'm editing right now. But I was going to be playing Doom, but I do not have the specs for it. Sadly, my GPU is not strong enough to run the new Doom game, so I had to refund it. And so I had to find a new game to play. And here we are. So, if you don't know, most of the achievements for this game is just to get to the max rank, which is rank 15. Basically, you have to beat the game, and then every time you beat the game, there's a harder difficulty to it. Ascension, if you know Ascension systems like in Slay the Spire, or other roguelikes. You have to beat Ascension 15 with every character, with every weapon. So, Shauna can reroll upgrades once per level. Great. Revolver, trusty, balanced weapon. There's a bunch of other weapons here. There's runes that you can buy eventually that give you permanent buffs. This game is really cool. Yeah, darkness, here it is. So, we have 0 darkness, so I'm just going to do standard mode because it's the only one that counts. So, forest is the only level we have. We'll play. There's a sequel to this game coming out eventually, which is really exciting. I have it on my wish list. I forgot that you have to actually aim. I thought this was going to be like Brotato, where I could just like stand around and the game would do it for me. I have to use a little bit more brain power than I was expecting today. It is, as I'm recording this, it is midnight. And, because these are around 20 minutes to... Oh, what do I want here? I would like... I'll take Glare. I think it's fun. It's like Garlic in Vampire Survivors. If anyone's played that. Okay, I just took damage. I'm cringing. I'm cringing. So this is the game, pretty much. I feel like I'm giving like a Steam review or something like that. This is like Let's Play shit, right? Power shot. There's take aim. So get more bullet speed and less spread. That's fine. I think that's good. I actually might re-roll this. The holy arts are good. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Bullet shot. I might re-roll this because there are like 3. Yeah, we can get intense glare. I'm really Let's Playing it up, but I'm just trying to like show off what the game is. It's very, very simple to start with. The glare damage is eventually going to go lower, but right now we're one-shotting everything around us, so we shouldn't take damage. We did take damage, but we shouldn't. Just generally, as a rule of thumb. Try not to. It's a good rule of thumb, I think, if you've ever played a video game before. These guys explode. Saccade. Vision range plus 25%. The damage of the glare occurs twice as often. Sure. We're just gonna go full glare, I guess. Yeah, I like 20 Minutes Till Dawn. It's a fun game. Vampire Survivors like. There's not much else to really say about it. These guys explode. Already said that. I'm a bit tired. I'm a bit exhausted. Really bummed that I don't get to play Doom. I was hoping that something would be a little more like visually. We'll just get all 4. Sure. The damage from glare also applies to on-hit effects from your bullets. Cool. Wait, what? I don't understand how that works, but we'll fuck it. We'll ball. So yeah, like, what am I planning on doing? I am planning on trying to get this as soon as possible. How are we going to do that? I think we're just going to spend all of our all of our money on the, like, runes first. I think that's going to be a good path to get the upgrades. Holy Shield. Don't get hit anymore. That'd be good. I will reroll this, actually. This is on hit, right? Your bullets have 35% to chance. I just need to read this real quick because I don't think I fully understand it. So the damage from glare also applies the on-hit effects of your bullets. Okay, so yes. So glare can now freeze as well. So now I can go on-hit stuff, and it will do that. I get to just not look. I get to not like pay attention that much for now. I think it would be good to go runes first, and then from getting a bunch of money from winning runs, we can unlock the characters and the weapons and stuff. There's not like, maybe I'll unlock like one character that I really like, but I don't find that likely. I'm gonna go for the pieces now. When shooting your last ammo, after shooting your last ammo, smite, move speed, yeah, sure. I don't know if there's anything else that gives vision right now. I can't remember, and I can't be fucked to like look it up. This is Darkness 1 or Darkness 0. Like, we're just gonna kind of get through this, you know? Maybe I'll buy a character just for diversity's sake. It's not entirely necessary, but I feel like if we just get through this whole thing, it should be good. Walk speed 100%. Okay, what does this get? Tail speed? I don't care. I want the pieces. Give me the funny pieces. Enemies inflicted with freeze, they lose 15%. Sure. Some 2 magic spears that deal 20% damage. That rapidly shoots projectiles. Sure, we'll get some a buddy. I believe this guy can also get our on-hit effects, so maybe we want to get like more on-hits. You know, burn would be good. So that's good. Yeah, we're just gonna be. This is it. This is the game. Walking around, doing stuff, shooting guys. My mouse is not working anymore, so that's really exciting that I went with this build. Shit. Okay, we're back. Wait, how are you guys doing? Like, I don't know how often I'll be able to check in on this channel just because I got the main channel. I'm working on a podcast project. I got a lot of inflicts burn for it also triggers your on-hit effects. Great. Do I have anything else that's on it? Actually, I just don't care. Give me something that's on hit. All bullets have been now. Inflict burn on nearby enemies as you run. The effect occurs more. Okay, sure. More AoE bullshit. There we go. Oh wait, no, is this where the first thing is? Increase experience gain by 40%. Sure, take. Okay. More levels. If you don't know, those were relics, basically. Every character has specific relics to them and to their stuff. So it's pretty cool. Attack speed is better. No. It's not attack speed. Fire rate. I'll reroll this. I'm not really... Oh my god, my mouse. When shooting your last ammo, no. Gain soul heart. Sure. We need something defensive, so we'll get a soul heart now. Maybe we want to go move speed. I'm not really sure. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Hope you're all well and all that. If you have ideas for games that you might want to see in the future, I'd love to see those. Obviously, like, it's better to put those in the main videos, but I'm working on the main video right now, and summon damage, I don't really care. We do need more walk speed. Or walk speed is when you're doing this, right? It's not actually movement speed. But games that you'd like to see are always good. I have a list. I have a Google Doc that has a bunch of lists of all the games I have that I would like to play. There's a new game that what is it? It's not Landfall Games, is it? It's people who made like Totally Accurate Battle Simulator and Cluster Truck. They came out with Haste recently, and I see that on TikTok all the fucking time. Read Soul Art you currently have? Is that technically on hit? I'm not sure. I'll reroll. I'm not really. I haven't seen any of the 3 pieces from Shauna yet. Shauna has a special ability or a special item that you can find. It's like 3 pieces, and if you get all 3, then you get like a shit ton of bonuses, which is why you have to reroll, like, or why she gets the reroll, so that she can like dig through it. But it is not available right now, or at least I can't find it. It's pretty good. It's a lot of fun to do. Maybe you have to do that for one of her special perks. Like that's a special run you have to do. I don't remember. Like it adds those 3 things into the item pool or something. So you can see that the trees have eyes. If you piss off the trees too much, they start walking at you. You don't really want that to happen, but I don't really control where my damage goes. So like 3-second shot. Every 2 seconds you had a gale wind that deals. I'm not really huge on that either. Soul powered, your bullets deal 10% damage. I'll take this for every soul heart I have. Hopefully I just don't get hit. I think in 16 seconds now, this is when the big guys are gonna happen. The big fucks that actually take more than one hit from my thing, which is scary. I'm terrified. I'm actually scared because if I do lose on Darkness 0, okay, that's a mini boss. Never mind. Right? So that's what that does. It charges and that's fine. I'm fine. Okay, level up is good. Your bullets have 50% chance to inflict burn. Yes. Don't lose a soul heart because I will lose damage. But yeah, if I lose on Darkness 0, yikes. Okay, so these are not specific, I don't believe. These are general buffs. Tome of Stillness, not what we want here. Minus 25% dodge. We could go for move speed. Yeah, we already took the hit. We can take a heart down, get a shit ton of movement. We get those flames up. You know, I'm Barry Allen, the fastest man alive, etc., etc. I need to read some comics, actually. I'm looking above me right now. I got my bookshelf above me with all the comics that I need to read still. Ghost Friend doubling, summon damage, gain a soul heart when you lose a soul heart. No, I don't want to lose a soul heart. I believe, did these have something to do with soul hearts? No, but this does have an increase based on your movement speed, which is great. Yeah, I have a bunch of comics above me right now. I was reading a recent issue by the time, I guess it's not recent anymore. It was like in November of 2024, I think, that I got the first issue of Time Waits, I believe it's called. I have the second issue here, but the comic book store didn't have the other third and fourth issues. It seems like you have to buy them before they're ready to get published, and it's like made to order. So I couldn't do it. It was cool though. It's about this guy who like is from the future, tried to do like a kind of like a mercenary job, and then couldn't go through with it, so he just like stayed in the time he was at, so he didn't have to get like arrested for his crime, for like abandoning and betraying his mercenary order. So now he's like staying in like modern times, I guess it would be, instead of the future. And it's pretty cool. It's a cool little book. I hope they make. I hope like it's going well because I need to read the second issue. I'm also reading. I read the first 6 issues of the 2024, maybe it was it might have been 2023 run of Captain America. I don't know if there's any comic heads here, but you know, it's something to talk about, right? And I like it. I do like it. I've heard that after the first 6 issues, it kind of just like loses its purpose, pretty much. Like, or at least it feels like it kind of loses its steam and it doesn't really know where it's going, which disappoints me a little bit because I like the original run. It was doing this whole thing where it would go back and forth and look through Steve's history before he took in the super serum, like showing off that he was the right person to be selected, like, you know, fighting off the can I talk about the Germans who fought in World War I, like that whole regime? I don't know. But we can see that these guys are getting tankier now. But yeah, he fights them. Like, obviously we know who the Germans were in World War II, right? But like who he was fighting off and how he was trying to, even like as a weak little fucking like street urchin, he was still trying to do well. He like has connections to a mob who's like who like the leader is like Jewish, and so, you know, there's that whole thing. It does go into like how pro German side America was during that time, like during that time of confliction, and like there is a lot of interesting commentary, I would say. Like, I don't know if it's great, but I thought it was really interesting. I thought it was a fun run. It seemed worthwhile to keep, like, going. Apparently there was nothing really worth afterwards. The main villain was a demon, like a magic demon, which I felt out of place for a Captain America run. Like, obviously there's the Red Skull, there's Hydra, their whole thing is kind of like, is mystical in nature, but it felt weird to have the first run be like, yeah, it's actually oh, okay, so now this is at level 20 we get a permanent upgrade to how your weapon works, which is really interesting. Like, there's personal upgrades for everything. There's a personal upgrade for the hero that you're playing, there's a personal upgrade for the gun that you're using, and then there's just the general upgrades which are like the pentagrams and stuff like that. We get bullet bounce 1. Your bullets deal 20% more damage after every bounce. Your first and last ammo shoots 3 additional projectiles, or we can get headshot, which is have a 30% chance to deal 3 times damage, which, if that counts as an on-hit effect, which it probably doesn't, but I think will be interesting, it will make that the glare damage possibly do 3 times, which we can actually check the damage here. Are any of them doing more than 30? Like 90 at some point? I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to tell, and I'm not going to die for this, so... Curse is like, kind of like... I'm trying to think of a... Oh, well, I just took a damage. Yike. Curse is... How do I describe Curse? It is... There is a mechanic that I'm thinking of in Hades. Ares' buffs in Hades. That would be a great game to 100%. That would take so fucking long, though. Ares is like Doom. When you hit someone with it, and then after a quick second it deals like a bunch of damage. That is Curse. That's what Curse does. I don't like any of these, really. Oh, Divine Wrath. Call down lightning to strike random enemies. No. While Holy Shield is active. Well, that's not very good, since I've lost it, I think. Enemies inflicted with Curse take 30% more damage. Sure. I will be inflicting Curse to a lot of things. Hopefully I can do a little bit more AoE damage other than Glare in some points in fashion. But yeah, the Captain America run. I think it was fun. The demon villain, the demon possesses this one guy who's like a fan. He's like a fucking fan of Captain America. It's like this weird cultist stuff. He kind of reminds me of the like weird cultist villain in Da Vinci Code. That's a movie I just saw recently. Very good. He's kind of like that weird, like, cultist fanatic archetype that you see a lot. It's very interesting, very fun to like play around with. It's very. Oh god, I have to think more. Oh, yeah, movement speed, sure. Just gotta make sure I have the Holy Shield next time. He was fun. He kind of got like defeated pretty fast, and I feel like it was a little contrived because at the start you get this. It's hard because the start of the comic book series or the comic book run doesn't even really like give Cap a reason to give a shit about the villain, and so you kind of like stuff the entire like the first fight where like Captain America nearly dies and has his like shield fucking blasted on fire and he goes into the lake, like on issue 4 out of 6, and then it's like, who was that guy? What was he doing on issue 5? And then it's like, what are they planning? And then it's like it all gets solved by issue 6. It felt like very stunted a little bit. Now regenerates 1 minute. Great. It felt like it needed more room to breathe, and it also felt strange because there's basically this plot point where Steve takes up or buys his old apartment that he used to live in, and then he starts refurbishing it and everything, and then he gets a neighbor who lives in the apartment. And everyone, again, because this is Marvel, everyone knows you're Captain America, right? And so he's helping these Asian immigrants. I believe they're Asian immigrants, or they might be born, but they're it's an Asian family who live in the apartment, and he's like, the father's looking for a job, and he gets a job with Steve to help like refurbish the apartment and everything's going well. And at the end of the issue, basically the Chinese family decides to move away, and it's because they, like, some people have vandalized their area and been like, go back to China, and, you know, a swastika is graffitied in their area, and so that's why they decided to leave. Which, very valid, very real excuse, but it feels like, yike, I didn't get hit there? Okay, we take those. It felt like, for me, there was nothing of substance, like, there was something of substance being said, but it felt like it was reverting everything back to the same. Like, the character that it felt like it was a character we were supposed to get to know, and then they're like, fuck it, nah, this guy doesn't matter. It's not like Steve has confidants, and I guess that's kind of the point. Like, he's a man out of time. He's not supposed to, like, have people that he can, like, trust it, but, like, having a normal guy that he can just, like, talk to would be really good, and especially, like an Asian American, because I don't know how prominent they were in the States. I'm not very sure how, like, when, like, Asian immigrants decide to, like, start to come to North America. I'm a descendant of Japanese immigrants in Canada, but I don't actually know much about, like, when did travel start even happening, like, across seas? Because, like, Christopher Columbus obviously tried to get to India, so we knew about India before we knew about Canada. And then, like, Christopher Columbus obviously fucked a bunch of shit up, in a bad way, not a cool way, not an epic way. Not like I'm fucking up this run right now. And I think I'm just rambling at this point. I don't know if I'm saying anything of substance. I'm talking about a run, and, you know, this comic book run that I find interesting in some forms, and I find lacking in others, which is, like, maybe the most, like, milquetoast critique you can give of anything. I just got hit because I'm thinking about how stupid I am. Increase the max limit. Yes, sure. So now I do more damage. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I definitely am. Oh, fuck. I just got one back. Oh. I'm definitely rambling a little bit. These guys suck. These, like, fucking fleshlights with wings, it's awful. Not a fan, personally. Apparently, like, the freeze stuff is kind of, like, necessary for later darknesses from Reddit. So, take that with a grain of salt. Shit. Yeah, I'm just running. I'm running now. Oh, this guy's still alive, isn't he? But, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to be a critic. I love critic content. Shafrillis on YouTube, classic Megamind guy, Mario Kart or Mario Kart Track Racer. I really love stuff. What? Oh, is my holy shield back up? Cool. I heard the pearly gates and I was very confused. Am I not leveling up enough? I feel like I'm not getting enough XP to survive this. But I also have to stay in the glare range. I have to keep them in the glare range. There goes my shield again. I would love to be a critic. I talked about the podcast stuff a little bit. By the time this is out, I don't think... Well, maybe, actually, the first episode will be out, but I am in a podcast, and I will plug that as soon as I know it's been uploaded, so... But I discuss a lot about my other hobby, TTRPGs, tabletop role-playing games. If you know D&D, it's D&D. It's stuff like D&D, that medium. And I love talking about it. I love discussing it. It's very interesting. It's something that I'm very passionate about. There are 2 bosses on the screen now. I am not doing enough to these fucking guys. I will tell you what. Oh my god, I just took so many hits. Oh my god. What is happening? I need to start looking at myself. This is insane. There's the exploders, there's projectile men. This needs to chill out. Hold up. No more banter. No more banter, no more talking. I need to focus. Hello. I haven't gotten a level up in so long. Holy. Did the other boss just fucking leave? Was he like, ah, this guy's not killing me anytime soon. Let's just leave. This guy's boring me. Okay, there's an upgrade. Jesus. That's not very good. Increase bullet damage, move speed by 10%. Most resets when you get hit. Well, I'm getting hit a lot now, so not very good for me. Summon damage, 30%? Sure. Whatever. Oh, come on. Come off it. As people say, from a culture that's not mine. British. Oh, leave me alone. Oh my god, I died. Oh, wait, that's so cringe. Oh, that's really embarrassing, actually. I should have been focusing down the boss more, but I think that's just the problem with glare builds. There's also, like, synergies you can get later in the game. But that was the first run. Not a very good one, but I hope the banter was fun. I'm trying to improve myself as an entertainer in some forms, and this is not good content. I understand that, but I think I'm trying to improve my public speaking. I'm trying to improve my vernacular. I'm trying to improve my cadence, I guess. And I hope that this is a good time killer, something to fill in your day, you know, to have another voice with you during these difficult times. That's kind of the goal of Slarchive, I think. Other than to prove that I did the thing, you know? But that's going to be the first run of 20 minutes till dawn. I will see you in the next one. Wake up. Nope, sorry. That's for the podcast. Different thing. I don't have an outro here. Bye.